we're going to launch a national media campaign which focuses on the importance of safety in community pharmacy. It's going to explore what happens when you don't have the right staffing levels in a community pharmacy situation, and it's going to emphasise the need to have a pharmacist being able to act with professional autonomy and professional responsibility, and actually not to be supplanted by organisational rules and particularly corporatisation. So that's when that goes out, that's then going to give pharmacists an opportunity to engage with their patients and find us those contacts that we don't so desperately need to harness, the representative groups and the sympathetic MPs that they might have in their locality, because we want to engage all of those groups and Parliament at the time when this debate goes to Parliament, if it goes to Parliament. Well, we'll be organising meetings around the country. We don't expect this to be exclusive to PDA or PDA members. We want the entire profession involved. As you know from the presentations that took place earlier today, we're already collaborating with the MPA on certain elements. I would expect them to be mobilising their contractor base. We'll be looking to mobilise our employees and locums, because as well as the higher order discussions around patient safety, we need to get to the lower order discussions. What happens to those bags that are bagged up? Who can check? Who can supply? Who can talk to patients? These practical nuggets that only coal-faced practitioners will know how best to resolve. Not committees that are held in secret squirrels meetings, the minutes of which are furnished 8 months after the meetings have been held. Coal-faced practitioners need to be involved in these decisions. That's the kind of engagement we're talking about. In the meantime, several things are happening. We're announcing a patient safety charter, which we're going to announce in Parliament in November, which is going to put the important contribution that pharmacists make to patient safety at its very heart. It's also going to deal with the importance of pharmacists being available in pharmacies and having the right staffing levels, professional staff in pharmacies at all times. We're also then going to instigate what we think is a crucially important debate that needs to be held now. What is the relationship between pharmacists and pharmacy technicians in the community pharmacy setting? An intelligent debate needs to be held around that. We've written something like a 185-page document split up into lots of different sections that's analysed how technicians work with other healthcare professions in this country, how pharmacy technicians have supported the pharmacy profession in other countries, and we've also looked at the difference between hospital pharmacy technicians and community pharmacy technicians to understand the extent to which or not we can rely on the pharmacy technician workforce, and it's a huge workforce, to support the development of pharmacy moving forward. Ultimately, we want to be in a place where we're ready before this consultation starts with the profession's view, because we all know how consultations work. By the time a consultation is announced by a government, there are many people who believe it's like already being on a Titanic once it's hit an iceberg. We need to get that profession's view forward in now. We need to engage the profession to do that, because we need the profession to be able to determine the rules around supervision and not somebody else.